Life in 1860s Denver was raucous, exciting, and filled with adventure, but it also had challenges like smoky air from the industry and the railroads, saloon keepers, gamblers, and prostitutes who all but ran the city, and the ordeal of filtering fish and other debris out of your tap water. So it's no wonder then that early Denver settlers turned their eyes upwards towards the Highlands, where there was clean air, clean artesian well water, and clean morals just waiting to be found. Hi everybody, I'm Amy Berglund with Mile High Modern, and thank you for joining me today on my tour of historic Potter Highlands. So in 1863, the Scottish minister, Reverend Walter McDuffie Potter, came west like so many after the Civil War, and though he was initially impressed with the young town, he recognized that this wild place needed civilizing and soul saving. So he convinced his church to send him as a missionary. He laid claim to this parcel of promised land, and in 1872, the 36 residential block of Potter Highlands was born, and today it is one of Denver's oldest historic districts. Pure air, water, and a very high sense of morality gave rise to a sense of superiority over the little town of Denver below. And until the silver crash in 1893, elaborate Victorian homes were built around square blocks that allowed for a horse and carriage turnaround lot in the middle, which is a very unique feature of the Potter Highlands neighborhood. We have many exceptional homes here in the district. However, one of note is the John Muat Mansion. Muat was another prominent Scotsman who amassed his fortune in lumber, and today his home is known as the Lumber Baron Inn, and it's our most prominent bed and breakfast in the district. So today I'm joined by John Deffenbaugh, who is the president and CEO of Historic Denver, and yet another influential Scotsman in the history of Potter Highlands. So welcome, John. We're glad you're here. So tell me, what are the benefits of the historic district to homeowners?
Historic districts are a great tool to maintain existing character, to instill a strong sense of place in a neighborhood. Okay. People often move to a neighborhood or a community because they appreciate the character. And our historic district's a way of retaining that. You know, existing buildings are robust, they're strong, they're sustainable. It's often said the greenest building is an existing building.
Yes.
Demolitions, highly unenvironmentally sustainable, can release a lot of carbon emissions, and most waste goes to landfill. So existing buildings are a great way of also achieving environmental objectives. I think existing housing is important in two ways.
Okay.
First of all, it's often more affordable. You see these wonderful, in many cases, for example, Art Deco apartments in Capitol Hill. Existing buildings tell the story of our city, its growth, its communities, and it's really important that they're retained. If we lose existing houses and existing buildings, that means we lose part of our city's story and part of us, and a visual representation of our history, if you like.
The McKay House was built in 1891 by another influential Scotsman who made his fortune as a mining engineer. Now, this is the only stone house in the district and was built as a wedding present to woo Hugh McKay's love away from Scotland to the wild west of Denver, Colorado. And this incredible property was in the family for 100 years. From the Scottish thistle that's carved into the imported Indiana limestone to the original carriage house, the ornate staircase and the beautiful stained glass windows, this home is truly a masterpiece. It's 3 beds, 3 baths, a formal parlor, plus an inviting family room, gorgeous custom kitchen with antique French tiles as the backsplash. So if you are looking to own a true historic icon, look no further. I'm Amy Berglund with Mile High Modern, and thank you again for joining me on my tour of Denver's largest and oldest historic district, Potter Highlands.